Yo, humans and extraterrestrial beings. It is I, Samertry. Today we are jumping into Sludgineers. Hope you're ready to clean some goo. I know I'm not. Basically, I think our job is to go to radioactive areas and just, take care of it. Seems like there's a major problem with somebody decided to just get a ton of jelly and drop it by hot air balloon onto the entire world. So picture a villain from maybe the Despicable Me universe. Think Dr. Doofenshmirtz, Phineas and Ferb. The type of villain that you're not really worried about, but they can still occasionally cause a mess. That's what I'm imagining. It's either that or a billionaire corporation did this. So it's whichever world you want to live in, really. So basically, I think the gimmick here is that we only have a certain amount of a certain amount of vacuum power before we have to go back and start over. We do have enough money. Okay, so there we go. So I just spent some money to increase the battery of our van, and thus the suck. Alright, and some upgrades are region locked, some upgrades are demo locked. So we're looking at radius of the vacuum, and we're looking at some more battery power. No problem. Let's stick around here though, now that let's get accustomed with the area. So it seems like we get money from completing the kind of key objects in the area. So I want to make that an important goal, trying to get these larger things. And it does seem like it's frustrating that you have to vacuum the money. I wonder if there will be more like magnets with the coins, because we do have to waste some power just making our hard-earned money. Who is this other person in the bottom right? What is their job? They're like the lookout in case we do anything unethical while we suck away here. Oh boy. It could also be, what I always wonder about? I've had conversations with this with like my parents, with my family. When you're watching like a Marvel movie, well, that's like, okay, the guy in the bottom right's like the barrel handler. But you're watching like a Marvel movie and you see all the superheroes and they beat the bad guys, but like half the city is destroyed. And like say they kill like this giant cosmic alien and it's jelly, its blood is all over the world. Are we those guys that clean up after the superheroes? Maybe. It's another fun way to think about it. Vacuum power. Suck power is big. Increases energy usage when the vacuum is on, but there is no sludge. Okay, so this is good for picking up that money I was talking about. 50% chance for bonus objects to drop recharge battery. Now that's going to be great. Getting some return back on this. We probably should go battery again, though, I imagine. Vacuum power wouldn't hurt either. How far did we get that time? Almost 50%? Yeah. Alright. It's cool so far. Oh, that radius is actually really nice. We are speeding along now. We're gonna make some good money off this. Okay. Any other big objects that I can obviously take care of? Do the fences count? No. That's okay. We're gonna hit the 150 mark there. Good. Nice. %40 left on our battery. There's something satisfying about cleaning games. I don't know why cleaning can be so satisfying when it's in a game form. I think we need to make cleaning in real life more of a game, because if it's this fun when you're behind just, have a controller when you're doing a digital screen, we need to gamify it in real life, because right now it's too much of a chore. Radius. So do we want to go vacuum power or battery? The age-old question. I'll do battery, just so we feel like that's done. Confident that we don't need to work on that. And then let's see if that's enough. That might be enough to clear this first level. The problem when I play these kind of games, just like with Power Wash Simulator, is that I do tend to be somewhat of a perfectionist in that, like, before I move on to the next level or area, I feel obligated or just feel the need to 100% clean it. Because if you're cleaning, right, like, same thing with, I don't know if I do this in real life, but in a video game or in a scenario where you're imagining yourself cleaning, you'd want to finish the whole job until it's, like, immaculate, right? Like, if you do the bare minimum, which I might do in real life occasionally, it just doesn't feel like you did the job right. Ooh. Okay, I have to use the rest of my vacuum suckage to get all this money. Not a bad haul at all. Our Google reviews are going to go through the roof after this. So, and now we can go into power. And then we can go into radius again. Interesting. Ah, and then this is one of those ones where you get some more power when you're low on battery. Alright. Maybe recharge battery would be good. Oh, and then max energy again? Oh, interesting. This is kind of different than some of the upgrade trees we've seen. Just because it is kind of... Actually, it's similar to Grass Chopper that we just played. The tree is looping back to things that we already did. Is it getting darker? Have we just been replaying this level all day? All in-game day? Our power... The vacuum power's up, so this should go a lot quicker and smoother now. One of the things that I find frustrating in real life, I don't know if, like, it's just the type of vacuums that I've used over the years, but, like, it's hard to find a really good vacuum, you know? It feels like sometimes you use one and it's just not picking up anything and you're just dragging it around everywhere. Can I go for the finish line here? I don't think I have enough. Maybe? Oh, wait. Power upgrade. What happens if I finish the mission? Do I get all these coins? Okay, that's fine. It's gonna be close. Oh, we did it! Nice. So we did get all the coins, I think. 690 smackers in the bank. Let's look at upgrades and then we'll go to the map. $800. Oh my goodness. I think I want to go recharge battery, and that just wiped out everything. I do kind of want to see increase the energy recharge. Chance of a battery dropping. I think this is a good early investment, you know? Because if we can get battery back, it just automatically can, you know, increase the amount of time we're in a level. Alright, so complete quest to earn rewards. $2,000 if we get 115 bonus objects. Alright, doesn't seem impossible with what we're doing here. Sludge is getting thicker. Alright. Yep, I'm seeing this. You know what this reminds me of a little bit too? I played, back in the day, played Mario Sunshine on the GameCube. And Mario in that game had the... I don't remember what it was called. I don't know if it was like Flow or something like that. But, the water nozzle on his back in that game, and you had to kind of like clean up slime that actually looked very similar to this. Ooh, okay, so we got our first recharge battery. How much does that give back? 25%? Not terrible. We're gonna be here for a while though. With the slime like this. These cars? Wow. What kind of qualifications do you need to get a job like this? Have I been a slime cleaner my whole life, or is this a career change that I needed or something? Because maybe we go in the back rooms on the side when we're not doing jobs like this. Radius or power? I think power up front would be good. ×3. Okay. Alright. And then if we need to, we could always go back to the first level to try to finish out that quest too. Oh, and there's a zoom. Very cool. Okay, let's do it again. This feels very much like just a campground that we're cleaning. I wonder if this slime has reached more urban areas, or if this was an isolated incident. I think that's one of my favorite genres of TV show, kind of video game too. Is like usually I feel like it's usually in like a northern town, but like the town that has weird supernatural things going on. It's always like a small town, and just supernatural things go on there. And of course, it happens in this town because there's so few people, and news of it won't like get on public TV because it's so small there. Those kind of silly, cryptid stories I always find entertaining. And then we can go radius again, or we can do the decrease energy usage. We'll go radius to get a nice golden arch going for us. Drones in the main game. I wonder what they would do for you. Not bad. We got over 50% that time. So I think with all the things we have combined, we really should be seeing some big improvement. Yeah, this is feeling almost doable. If we get a little bit more to our battery, maybe if we boost the recharge battery. I think the idea is that we want to start with the bonus objects because that's where the batteries spawn from. Yeah, like that. I think that's the advanced technique. If we get 2 in one go, that might be our best bet. We'll see if we get so lucky. Any other bonus objects up here? Okay. I think I got the rest. So let's continue. Oh, there's one more here. Nice, that's exactly what I was hoping. I still don't think it's quite enough. Also, I'm playing this in controller, if anybody's wondering. Thought it would be a little bit smoother playing it on the sticks, you know? And I feel like it has been. 42%. Well, it's close. It's so close, but I don't think it's enough. Don't think it's quite enough, so I'm gonna go for the money like a greedy person. It's not like we can't use it, so... Alright. One more try on this and we got it. What did we get up to now? 80%. $900. I think we'll go increase the chance of getting a recharge battery, because if we get 3 of those in one run, we're so good. And then we'll just do that battery energy. Well, 800 for that. That's the thing in these games. I sometimes get caught up in like, oh, what's the cheapest upgrade? I'll just do that one next. But it's also like, what's gonna be the most fun? Or sometimes it's also like what makes the most sense, because these cheaper upgrades, you don't always need them. Something that I've been thinking about is kind of just how vast this incremental genre has proven to be for me in the journey that I've been on, but also how much you can kind of see that overlap of like just the incremental concept in video games that I've already played in general. Like I do play quite a bit of MMOs, and the whole concept, or not the whole concept, but a lot of the fun I get from playing MMOs is just seeing the growth of a character by acquiring upgrades and levels and abilities. And I know it's a lot of what we've been seeing in these games we've been playing. And I think what sets apart this genre and several of the games that I went through in this are just that like they tend to do be more on the relaxing side, which is well needed. I think it's good to get the chance to slow down and explore these very unique worlds that I might not have otherwise been exposed to. Now, what does this do? So this one might be a good investment. So it's either just battery size. I really thought I was gonna finish it that time too. We'll do battery size. It's just one leveler, and that was gonna happen no matter what. Yeah, this is a given now. Let's finish this up. Feels like every time we replay it, it's like somebody just re-slimed the area. Or we have time travel, one or the other. Nice, that's a recharge battery. That's a lot of money too. Hopefully we'll get one more recharge battery from something. 80%. What? Oh, you know what else I just thought about? What are we doing with these barrels? Are we the good guys? Because it could also very well be that whole massive disaster happens. Superheroes kill Godzilla, rampaging city. Godzilla explodes into 3 trillion tons of blood all over these campgrounds. Convenient science organization says we'll clean up and then uses Godzilla's blood to create 20 more Godzillas. You know, we don't know if we're on the right side of history here. To be determined. What are we at? 94. There it is. How much moolah did we rake in off that? 1,200 bucks. And we're almost done with that quest. Awesome. I think I'm definitely feeling the turbo mode. I almost have enough for both. I think I'm going to do turbo mode and then go into battered energy next. Alright, let's see our next region. I've realized I haven't really been looking at the names of these things. So we were at the Mount Serene trailhead and we came from Camp Mellow. Yeah, so it is a campground. Okay, so what's all this then? How big is the map? Let's see. Ooh, it kind of goes on, you know. Load pollution. See, what is this? We're refining the pollution? What are we refining it into? Oh boy. Alright. Oh, definitely. I think we'll definitely fill it up. Okay, so let's... Finding a start. Come back later to collect. And look at this. We're burning these fumes into the environment. Getting the feeling we might not be the good guys after all, you know. New quest. Collect 250 coins. Oh. Easy. Reward. Start levels with some coins. Whoa. Woohoo. Tranquil Lake. Very relaxing so far. These. Ooh. Ooh, the sludge is now... It's gone into layers. Like it's oil. Is it... It's bubbling too? Oh, this is getting worse. We're gonna need to wear our double hazmat suits. Oh gosh, yeah, it is getting much worse. Wow. Barely making a dent. Okay, so then we definitely have to go for the small objects here to make any amount of money. Oh my goodness. Well, on this run, we'll get to see what the low energy turbo mode is like, which is good. If you were in this world, which kind of car would you drive out of these options? I think I'd go with this lovely cherry chariot smart car back here. I do also like the mini grape car here that looks like it might have a backseat to it. Is this like the little welcome center of this area? We did get another battery. Great. Oh, is that a little boat? I think. Hard to tell under all this sludge. Okay, now, no. Is there anything else, object-wise, that I can make out? Not clearly, so let's just finish off our battery. There's a sign here. Does that count? Nope. It's okay. Clean up the trail. So, oh, and there we go. Superpower. Oh, not bad. And I really didn't make too much money off that, just because it is getting a lot harder to suck. This doesn't feel necessary right now. Still, radius, energy recharge would be good, probably. Whoa. Oh, I see. Draxine, that's what the pollution is called. Draxine speeds up loading the barrels. Sure. This would be good. We have, I don't know what Draxine is for yet, though. I wonder if it'll power our upgrades later on. Well, I do kind of want to go radius just to, yeah, start this. Magnets. Okay. And then there's power again. That's what we need. Okay. Perfect. Job completion cast. Ah, and that costs 5 Draxine. So let's see. Draxine is ready for collection. How much does 1 refinement give us? 10. Alright, let's load up the next set. This is very interesting because it's almost like this is the idle part of the game. Oh, did not mean to do that. This is like the idle part of the game where you can load this up and you can absolutely just kind of sit and let it happen, but you can also in this game, which I think is really kind of unique or fun in a way, is that you can just play the game while the idle portion happens. Now, I know games like that where that's exactly the case. You can have the idle while you're having the action, but to do it in this separate fashion where it's kind of happening in a different plane of existence, it's pretty cool. Hope everybody evacuated. I feel like this stuff is definitely toxic. Poor animals didn't get a chance to evacuate, I imagine. I've been talking about this a little bit. You know, the idea of if I was going to get a pet, what kind of pet I would get. I grew up pretty much my whole life up until now with cats. So I am very much cat oriented, but I think I would love to have a dog and just see what that kind of difference in companionship would be like. I don't think I need a crazy dog, crazy super active dog. I'm a pretty chill, laid back dude. I kind of just want a dog that matches that energy. Okay, so we have some money now in the bank. What shall we do with it? Well, everything's getting a lot more expensive. Just worth to go power, right? And then with this, we should try to get it before we finish this level. What percent did we get that time? 60? Okay. Yeah, so I think we'll have enough to do it one more time. Get that upgrade for the job completion. Rake in the profits. So I have to purposefully throw this in case I get too close to finishing it. That is kind of sweaty though. I don't even know if that's worth it in the long run, but my gamer brain wouldn't allow me to do anything else. There are definitely many other kinds of pets besides dog and cat, but I think if I do get a pet truly on my own, or with my wife, it would be like on our own. It would be a pet that like had a longer, you can kind of have a longer life with, like a dog or a cat. We'll just get a turtle, and the turtle will outlive us. Okay, so we've had no problem with not finishing the level, which is good. But we did get a recharge there, though. Not far off. Ooh. How close are we? 76. Can I get this money? Can. Nice. We finished a quest. 2,000 bucks flat. Amazing. Oh, it's not collect 250 in coins. It's collect 250 individual coins. I was looking at that quest like, that is way too easy. That makes a lot more sense. Alright, let's go into this. I've been talking about it for a while. So we're going to get the amount of energy we get from the batteries up. 10. Do we have any refined Draxine to pick up? We should. think I'd like to just keep the battery. I want to do a battery build, I think. Seems kind of fun to have that random element to it. That as we're cleaning, we might get lucky and find a random way to power our van. Okay. This does feel a little bit like a swamp, you know. Not sure if I'd want to stay at it. I guess they said it was a lake. You can kind of see it. Definitely not a lake anymore with whatever this stuff is. They're gonna have to decontaminate all this water. I've gone camping a few times. I've done cabin camping. I've done tent camping. It's fun. It's like what I'd consider type B fun, where it's like it's a good time, but it's one of those things where it's like you get back to civilization and you're like, yeah, I remember why I need this now to exist happily in the world. I'll camp again another year though. I'll do it again. Can we get one more battery if possible? Try to get one more. I don't think I'll have luck though. We may need one more upgrade to finish this level off. What are we at right now? 70%. It's really just this parking lot. We'll get the low energy boost. Oh, it's so close, but it's just not enough. What did that get us? 88. But that was calculated. I completely forgot my original plan. Is it still going? Cool. Our original plan was to get the cash money job completion. And then I completely neglected to get the upgrade I wanted. I just went back into the level. Alright, so increase the chance of battery dropping to 25%. And then maybe we'll go into the energy recharge itself. Object bonuses. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Got a whole journey here. And then we can afford that, so we will go for that. When level is almost cleaned, highlight remaining pollution. It's quality of life upgrade. We don't need it. I have enough money for it, so why not? Let's just go for that. Just to have that nice little bonus to it. It's been a satisfying game so far. Even though it takes maybe... I imagine it will take more and more runs as we get further into these harder levels. It hasn't felt in any way too tedious, too repetitive, just because you can visibly see the difference as you get the upgrades. So I haven't felt like I've been dragged through repeating this level, even though this one in particular has taken us quite a few times. I don't know if that's just I haven't been vacuuming well enough, or our vacuum hasn't been strong enough, not sure which one. But we have good strategies now, and just trying to hit the smaller objects and then getting the batteries like we just did. Which is great. These recharge batteries are what's carrying us through this. There we go. Don't know if I still don't think we have enough. Oh, there we go. Now we do. Okay, let's finish this level. See what else is in store for us. Should have enough. Gotta tidy up the parking lot. Almost. Last little bit. What are we at? Only 80. Oh, I didn't see the gigantic splotch of sludge on the lake. Can I get away with it if I just like do a little bit of everything? Oh no. 98. 99. We got away with it. Oh, that was just 1.2 completion cash. There we go. All going to plan. Nice. Happy sunshine. Yay. And then we have one more. Refined 35 barrels for 3k. Well worth it, and something we're already solidly on our way to doing. Still don't feel like this is the right call. There's just sludge everywhere, and we just decide, yeah, let's burn it and send it into our atmosphere and see what that does. It's a good way to get rid of it. Don't know if I agree, but I must be getting paid a ton for the hazard. Like, the hazard pay I'm getting must be nuts. This sludge is still just as tough, if not tougher. This looks like a nice campground. Can we get a Stardew Valley collab with this game where Stardew Valley's just covered in sludge? And I just have to clean up all the buildings in that game. That is one thing that I've had fun with when I played Power Wash Simulators. They have collabs with the most random, like, universes. I think they did Lord of the Rings, Back to the Future, Shrek, I'm pretty sure, SpongeBob. Yeah, they did a good job. But cleaning these campgrounds still, you know, trying to restore the natural balance to the world. It's meaningful work, aside from whatever we're doing with all that noxious chemicals we're burning into the air. So, where do we go? Radius again, turbo boost. 10% chance for bonus objects to drop a turbo boost. Ooh. Job completion cache again. We don't need that yet. We need that when we're getting close to finishing the job, which we have not. Gold coin. That sounds good too. I don't know. This doesn't feel necessary. This feels, we should get this for sure. Okay. Not bad. Filling out some golds for sure. And then I should start doing these. Let's do the processing. I can load the barrels. I can be a little patient with that. Let's go back into our level here. You know what I've thought about too? Do mushrooms look like that in real life? You know how in video games and in paintings and just kind of like in general, there are these red and white speckled mushrooms? Where are they? I feel like if we had such a thing in the real world, is it not edible? Is that why I never, like, they sell mushrooms in grocery stores. I've seen mushrooms in fields, of course. You know, I've seen like white mushrooms, brown mushrooms, but like, where are these fairy tale mushrooms that I see in games like this? It would be crazy if this is like training us to then at the end of the game we're just going to fight a slime monster with this vacuum, this massively upgraded giga mega vacuum with plus 10 sucking power. Yeah, this sludge is nuts. Remember, we gotta focus on getting the objects so we can get our batteries. It's gonna carry us through early on. Any other cheeky objects I can go? No. Don't think so. At least. So we press on. We get to 50. Just. Nice. Okay. Vacuum radius. Yeah, we just fill that out. Keep on getting these golds. We're done refining, so let's grab those. How are we doing on our quests? Almost done with the coins. And almost done with the barrels. Smooth sailing. I like the quests too. I think something that I've found really enjoyable throughout the Incremental games I've played is that when they give you tangible goals to work towards that motivate. These don't directly motivate what we're upgrading because they're going to happen naturally, but it's still nice to feel like we're working towards something without feeling pressure to change how we play to meet those goals. The cleaning is also pretty satisfying. Have to remember to upgrade more of the sludge refining. It is pretty on the cheaper end too. Alright, we're not doing too badly here. Just have to find out where the objects are so we can focus them out. Nice. I have to be careful not to pick up the batteries too early though, or we'll just be kind of wasting their potential. Perfect. Wow, yeah, we're getting really lucky with the batteries. I don't think we'll finish this level in 1, but we might be able to finish it in 2. Oh yeah, I think we got it now, seeing that. Okay. Not bad at all. Kind of concerned at the lack of wildlife there is. It seems like the flowers and trees were severely unaffected, but the animals weren't all wiped out by this. Potentially toxic sludge. Oh, we got it. Nice. 1 and done. I think we're speeding up. I should... You know what I should get? Completion cache again. For sure. Now that we're starting to speed up a little bit. Start levels with some coins. That is awesome. And then, do we have... Yeah, let's go into this. We can just get that. Speed up processing. Yeah, speed up our processing. Awesome. That way just increases how quickly we can get upgrades if we have enough moolah for them. Sure, it takes a little while to load the barrels into the chamber where we burn their fumes into our atmosphere, but you know, everything takes a little hard work, right? New region. Jackhammer upgrade? What? Jackhammer will allow you to break up Zorkite? Oh my gosh, what are we getting ourselves into? Alright, let's do an old level. How do I... Can I... Oh, I can't go back to the first... Oh no. So let's do our first level and see how easy this is now. Oh, look at these starter coins. I didn't even mind picking up the battery there because I knew we didn't really need it. Finish the level. I need 500 smackers to get the jackhammer. Yeah, we already got it. It's everyone's favorite term for money. I think I like... Cabbage is pretty good. The whole like cheese and cheddar thing, I don't really see it. That is pretty fun. Jackhammer. How does this thing work? Let's find out. So now I should be able to jump into the morgue. Was it not? What's it called? The it said what the rock was called. Zorkite. Oh, I see. So now, do I just... Oh, interesting. And that eats up our power. It really does, doesn't it? Oof. So that's going to be part of us finishing a job now, huh? What is this statue? It's creepy. Imagine you go to a campground and there's just like a weeping angel in the water. That is definitely a terrifying concept. The whole like horror entity where you can't look at it or you die. Because I feel like it's in such human nature to try to identify a threat. Or rather, actually, the way weeping angels work is the opposite, where you can't take your eyes off of them. So, kind of worse, because you know exactly what the threat is. It's just knowing that as soon as you look away, that you very well may die. Alright, so I made a theory about where the sludge came from. How do we explain the gigantic shards of crystal in the streets? Let's see, let's do some deductive reasoning here. So, picture this. The first option is we continue with the Godzilla theory. The, superheroes came in, defeated Godzilla or other gigantic entities are available. And when they did that, it just so happened that there was blood everywhere, right? That's what we've been working with. And then the scales, if this is Godzilla, if this is a lizard, were these rocks. And they hurtled at the ground with such speed that they got embedded. And now we have Zorkite. $3,000 flat, I am not going to complain about. Where do we go? Unlocks for finding Zorkite or in a Zorkon. Probably should get that instantaneously. Then we need to get more of the original stuff. For sure. I don't have enough barrels of Zorkite yet to start that processing. I imagine you need, yeah, you still need a bunch, right? Okay, that's fine. Okay, we're just getting our bearings, so activate turbo mode 25 times. So that is either I need to go into the one that drops turbos, or otherwise I just need to do 25 levels. Not necessarily if I get batteries in a level, so we'll see. To get more job completion cast, I need to start adding Zorkite to it. So we'll go vacuum radius, and then we can do power. Oh my gosh! Look at the jump. Look at the jump. Do we save up for that? 6.75 to 10.13. I feel like you should maybe save up for that. Wow. So my takeaways in doing that level are that it's not the vacuum holding us up, it's the drill. So I don't necessarily need to go for the super mega power upgrade just yet with just the vacuum. We can focus on doing some upgrades for the drill. Do I have enough? Is that just enough? I think we have just enough. No way, I need one more. Oh, that's such a shame. Alright, well, we'll do one more level. Start processing that. Perfect. Now we have some money for upgrades. Let's see what we can do with the drill. Definitely want that. Damage of the jackhammer. And then don't necessarily need any of these other things. Ooh, that is cool. but unnecessary. Gold coin. Turbo boost drop might not be terrible. Increased object bonuses. Also not terrible. Just don't have enough money. Alright, back to it. So my strategy as well in doing the last level was just vacuuming as many of the finishing as many of the bonus objects as I could, just so we can get those batteries like that and just see what we're working with. I very nearly finished the level, so with the stronger jackhammer, it's entirely possible that we finish it this time. See? Statue in the middle of the water still creeps me out. Not my first choice I would have gone with. Or putting a statue in water. Could have just gone with a frog. Or even more niche and cute, like a frog fisherman. But they opted for creepy, angelic statue praying. Who are you praying for? Why? Yeah, weird. In my opinion. It's a little creepy. Any other objects that I missed over here? White. Nice. There's another battery. We've got lucky, so we have 3 batteries we're sitting on. Take one now. And potentially more that we'll get when we finish. Let's start with finishing the parking lot. See how much quicker we can drill. Yeah, there we go. We got crits going off. Nice. That's exactly what we want for those bigger rocks. Trying to watch the battery pretty closely. Bam. Get that bonus, and then if we finish the parking lot, unlucky, but that's okay. We still have at least one battery to our name, and we're what, 77%, 100% batteries or so. Maybe, might be possible. We need those crits to pop though on these big rocks. Under 10%. Perfect. We can do it. Perfect. Just a matter of drilling through these little rocks. Alright. I think we can do it with the battery. Just a matter now of picking up the extra battery and then trying to vacuum all this stuff in a way that's pretty efficient. Shouldn't be too bad. Where are we at? 80%? Up to 93. Yeah, we got it. Surely. Anything else? Oh, one more rock there. Bam. Oh, that feels great. Super efficient. Ta-da! Okay. One level left. And now we can absolutely start our next refinement. So, let's just get this going as well. Just want to make sure that we get both of these started. So, as we begin to pump 2 different forms of noxious chemicals into the air right next to each other, with no knowledge of the repercussions on the health of the wildlife and humanity, I will need to end the video there. I had a lot of fun with this game. I can see the sense that repeating the levels could start to get a little repetitive if you don't focus in upgrades that kind of speed up the process. So that is kind of a little bit of a downfall there, but the gameplay stays fresh with this refinement that kind of focuses you on what you can upgrade, how you can upgrade those things, and then there's also quests that kind of give you a sense of accomplishing things in the background while you work towards your goals. So I had a lot of fun with this, cleaning up all this slime. If you've enjoyed this and want to see more, please do let me know. But until the next video, I'll see you.